Hi guys, we all belong to the Facebook group Holodia VR training. I'm Sylvain Avril, I'm French, married, two kids, and I would like to share with you some of my, not secrets, but some of my tips, how I train, that may interest you, as I've been training for now more than 1 year with Holodia. And so I just want to share some tips with you. So the first one, is to know who you are, just like in the Matrix. Why is that? For instance, myself, I'm a pretty lazy guy, and I'm my worst enemy. Meaning that I can set up a set of rules. I will always find good reasons not to respect the rules. Maybe that's because I'm French. So my objectives when I row, and why I row so much, is basically I want to feel good. If I don't row for some times, I have pain in the back. I had pretty high blood pressure, so I wanted to fight that, and I have some overweight also. Why is that? Because first, I'm French. I'm a big cheese lover, so which in France is very hard to fight. My wife is a fantastic cook, and she taught my kids since they were babies to cook. So it's always an avalanche of cake, of pastries here. So I want to be able to satisfy my kid and satisfy myself by eating those pastries. That's why I row so much. So basically, I row so that I can eat and I can live good. But for that, I need a strict set of rules. So this is what I've defined. These are my rules currently. That was not my rules back in the days. So basically what I do is I register all my trainings in the Concept 2 logbook. For this season, starting the 1st of May, I want to row more than 200 kilometers per month. Because last season I did 1.5 million meters, sorry, not kilometers. So that's basically, so I just set up an objective that was higher than that, and it ends up with 200 kilometers per month. And this is the end of the month, and I'm just above 200 kilometers. So first month's cleared, good. I've made sure that I've cleared a slot for the training every day. So for me, that what works, it's at the end of the morning, between 11:30 and noon, 12:30. So I've made sure that my family knows that my customers know that. It's impossible to book a meeting with me starting at 11:30, so that every day this slot is clear for me. So for you, it may be early in the morning, late in the day, I don't know. That's what works for me. So I don't say that I will row every day, but at least if I want to row, I don't have an excuse, because I know that this slot is for me and me only. So that helps a lot to have one slot booked for me every day. And I record my weight after every training. So I've got the Withings watch with the Withings, the things to measure your weight. Don't know the word in English. And I monitor that. I have graphics. Why is it important? Because I'm kind of a visual guy. So when I look at the logbook, for instance, in Concept 2, so this is the last 30 days. Here, so I was kind of lazy here. There was several days, 3 days. I didn't row for 2 days here and 2 days here. And this kind of struck me visually that I was lazy, so a little bit ashamed. So this is, then after that, I tend to row more. And I've been rowing 5 days in a row here. So that I can make up with my objectives my monthly objective to row 200 kilometers per month. For the weight, it's always the same. So this is basically, when I got here the Holodia. So my weight has been down since, and I didn't maintain the effort here, so I'm kind of on the up curve, and now I'm trying to do a lot of effort to go back again. So seeing visually your results is very important to understand, are you good or not? And for me, that's what works. So here, I'm kind of in danger here because the slope is upwards, so I need to do more effort. So these are my objectives today. When I started to row, I was, if I look at what I did back in the days, in the history here, in the past season, my average was like 150 meters per year. And there were periods when I row for 3 months, then the next 3 months I didn't row, then I row again. So it was very erratic, very not very regular. So one of the key things Holodia helped me with is to get regularity. So basically now I row every day or every other day, or when I'm lazy. I don't row 2 days, but then I row, but that's the maximum. So it's a key point here because your body tends to lose the muscles if you don't row for a long time. So you just back to square one if you don't row for 1 week, 2 weeks, or 1 month, and that's difficult to progress. So it's difficult to have satisfaction, difficult for your ego, and then that's where you get demotivated, and you just how do we say that in English? You don't row anymore. That's not good. So back in the days when I started, first I wanted to be able to row for 20 minutes and twice a week. So you got to start at your own pace. You don't want to hurt yourself. So go at your own pace. Then I switched to I want to be able to row 30 minutes twice a week, then 45 minutes twice a week. Then I did a pace on that, and that's how little by little I progressed. So how Holodia helps? First, rowing in a virtual environment is very fun for me and collecting trophies. I'm a kind of a gamer, so that's I really love collecting trophies. And as the most of the environment lasts for 15 minutes for me, it's very hard to stop in the middle of an environment. I want to finish the tour, so I will at least row 15 minutes because I don't want to end in the middle of the tour. Or I want to collect all the trophies, which usually take 22 minutes. So when I want to row for long periods, for instance, if I want to row for 1 hour, I will do 3 or 4 environments, because I will row for 15 minutes in one, or 22 if I want to get all the trophies, plus 22 plus 22. So that makes 1 hour. And I will not get bored because I see all these different things. I collect the trophies, so the hour goes very, very smoothly. Plus, I will do high intensity training. I will talk about that. So you can alternate between exploring, high intensity interval training, and race. I always warm up when I row. So warming up, basically going low at first and slightly, little by little, increasing your pace. So I don't want to hurt myself. You don't want to hurt yourself. I don't want you to hurt yourself. So always warm up, meaning you begin slow, and little by little you can accelerate. So my warm up usually takes me 15 minutes. And I do that in snowy mountains because snowy mountains is very cool. You can get all the trophies in 15 minutes. I love that. And that's the only environment that allows that. When I'm warmed up after 15 minutes, I usually do a race, a time attack, or a high intensity interval training. And then that takes me, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. And then I cool down back in the explore mode. I choose another environment, and I'm not bored. So that's very helpful to have all these environments. So what is a high intensity interval training. Basically, is here schematics. Here are the minutes. So the 15 minutes I was talking about. Here at pace. So this is my pace. That's obviously not your pace. And if you are a beginner, you're more like 3 minutes for 15 minutes. So here is the pace for 500 meters. That's the basic calculation we use for rowing. So when I start, I go very slow for 2 minutes. Slow meaning for me above 215, sorry, 15. Then I will decide I will do 1 minute effort and 1 minute rest, and I will start, for instance, at 158 per 500 meters. So 1 minute at 158. Then I rest. Then one minute at 156. Then I rest 1 minute. Then 1 minute at 154. I rest 1 minute. 1 minute at 152. Rest 1 minute. And as the time goes, I rest. The minute I rest, and my pace is lower, slower, and slower because I'm tired. So I need to get more energy. Then 1 minute at 150. Rest 1 minute. 1 minute at 148, rest 1 minute, and then 1 minute at 46. And I rest 1 minute. So this takes me 15 minutes. It's pretty long. That's because I'm experienced. I'm used to that. You can do maybe the same using only 5 minutes. The important thing here is that the progression of the effort is really smooth. I can stop whenever I want. So if one day I don't feel good, there are sometimes I go up on the rower, and after 10 minutes I don't know, it's not the day, so I just stop. And this is an exercise you can stop in the middle. You will not be frustrated like if you want to row for 30 minutes in a row. It's very hard to stop because you decided this objective. Here, the objective is just 1 minute per 1 minute. So if you stop, no, not a big deal. And it's very easy to set, to set your baseline. So mine is 158 per 500 meters. It used to be 220, then it used to be 215, then 210, then 205, then 2, and now it's 158. So I just have the first pace to remember, and after that I know that I will remove 2 seconds for all the other pace. And so if I feel comfortable doing this training at 158, then the first pace will be 156. And I will remove 2 seconds and I will progress. So it's very easy to progress this way, to set up a baseline, train until you get comfortable. It may take 1 week, 1 month, 6 months, I don't know. But the idea is to get comfortable and not to hurt yourself. And little by little, you can push upward. You can get to a quicker pace. But removing only 2 seconds at each time. So, if you have more questions on that, don't hesitate to ask questions. And if I train 45 minutes, I will do 3 times all this training, repeating that, or pushing 2 seconds more for the second and the third. So I may end up at 140 at the last third, which is very, very hard. So why intensity training is very good to spend energy? Here I used the pace calculator on the Concept 2 website, and I take the example of here I want to do 1 kilometer at 230 per 5 minutes, 500 meters. Sorry, it will take me 5 minutes to do that, and I will spend 103.7 watts. Is it the same to do that and to do 500 meter at 228 and 500 meter at 232? In both cases, I will do 100 meter and it will take me 5 minutes. But there's a difference in the energy I will spend. Here, as an average, I will spend 103 watts.7, and here if I do the average will be 103.85, which is more than that. So doing the same distance with the same time with in high intensity interval training, you just spend more energy. So it's more efficient way to use your time on the rower, and it helps you progress more. So that's one of my reasons. I hope this was clear. Sorry if I have some difficulty to explain, but basically you make more of your time you doing those interval trainings. So other example of interval trainings, I show you what I do: 1 minute effort, 1 minute rest. You can do 2 minute effort, 2 minute rest, and remove 2 seconds at your pace each time. If you want to work on your on longer times, endurance in French, endurance, don't know. You could do 1500 meters effort, which is basically 6 minutes for me, and 4 minute rest, and you do that 6 times for 1 hour. Or you could have a look at Pete's plan. I don't know if you don't know that. It's very good. It's a very good example of what you could do to train. So this is here. Pete's plan is very famous in the Concept2 world. It gives you how you could divide your week between different training, speed intervals, endurance intervals, and distance endurance work. So it's very well explained. Just follow that. Give you the link here, thepitplan.wordpress.com/thepitplan with hyphen. Just a quick word on the different environment we have in Holodia. See here, I put all environments. Are they available on the mobile version of HoloFit or the PC version, the connected version? So all these environments are available on both. And here I put how much time do I need to do a tour at my pace, and how much time do I need to collect all the trophies, because I'm a gamer, I want to collect all the trophies. So it's basically always 15 minutes to do the tour and 22 minutes to get all the trophies, because you need to start a second tour to go in another direction, because there are crossroads in those environments. You hear one crossroad, here in Tropical you have 2, in Antarctica you have 2, Babylon you have 1, Canyon you have 2, and Snowy Mountains the only one where you have 1 crossroad, and you can get all the trophies if you choose the correct path in the first tour. So this is really efficient to use the Snowy Mountains, and I love the look, because it's kind of it has a look of Oblivion. Maybe you know this PC game Oblivion. I love that. So I really love basically all the environments. I tend to be very fond of Babylon and Snowy Mountains. We have more environment and the water here. The new one, Paris, unfortunately only available on the mobile version for now. And maybe you've seen my motorcycle in this one. The sky environment here is not more suited for the rower, more the cycling. So as I just row, I cannot use this environment. I tried that with my rower on the PC version, but I just couldn't use it. The masterpiece is Cyberpunk. I love to do that with the PC version. So it's unfortunately for now only on the PC version. It should arrive very soon on the mobile version. No crossroads, but just a feast for the eyes. It's basically incredible, and it's a longer environment. Here you need 25 minutes to do the tour compared to the 15 minutes. So all those environments are very cool to do exploration and collect the trophies. We have more race-friendly environments. You can also do collect trophies in Cambridge and San Francisco, not Egg-Billet. But I like more this environment to do the races. Why is that? Because you don't have any crossroads in those. It's basically straightforward. You don't have to choose. So you're not bothered when you max out your pace and you don't want to choose because you just want to be focused on your time or your pace. So Cambridge is very good, Eggbullet also. So this one has a distance of 2 kilometers, so very good to do the 2 kilometers challenges. What I love in San Francisco is that you row on let's say on a bicycle, which is a rower. So you see your opponent in front of you. If someone is ahead of you, you see in front of you, which is not the case in Cambridge, because if the first guy in the race will be behind you, you have to turn your head. It's not very easy to do when you row very fast. So here it's very good to monitor your competitor, because the system, the more you race, the system will learn your paces and basically will adapt the speed of the competitors to your pace. So at some point, as I've rowed a lot with them, you cannot win the race anymore, because you always have one guy which will be faster than you, which is good to keep the motivation intact. And you want to see this guy because you want to measure how far he is in order to try to keep up with him, which is very difficult to do in Cambridge because he's behind you, and in San Francisco you see the guy in front of you, which is good. So I tend to race in San Francisco a lot because now I always have one guy in front of me, and it allows me to follow the guy and to keep motivated. So just to finish, some tricks. Before you row, don't forget to charge your helmet if you use the mobile version, because it will it's very hard to do 2 sessions in a row if you row for 1 hour like me. Don't row after you have eaten. Hydrate a lot of yourself. Open the window, obviously, because you don't want to suffocate. I make sure that everybody is aware that I row in my room here, so that I'm not disturbed. Make sure that the flex foots are correctly set up. The flex foots where you put your foots on the rower. Basically, I feel comfortable when the straps are just below my little finger, let's say. And if you don't set your foot correctly, so the flex foot correctly, you will have trouble either to go in front of the rower or back in the rower. So just make some movement, be sure that you're comfortable rowing. Wipe your nose. Why is that? Because if you long for a long period, like 1 hour, you will dry your nose, and so it's kind of gross, but everything that's in your nose will in the end come out, and it's very disturbing to have something like that happening when you row. So don't forget to wipe your nose. So when you're ready to row, connect your heartbeat monitoring belt first. Then connect your egg data to the Concept 2, and then you can enter all of it. That's the correct order to do that, because otherwise it's very difficult to connect everything. And after, while you row and after, so enjoy. When you finish, make sure that you exit as you are still in the environment. Look at the exit button, exit the environment in all of it before removing your helmets, otherwise your session will not be recorded, the current session. Then tell egg data. Egg data will detect automatically that you have stopped rowed, and a pop-up will appear in egg data saying, have you finished rowing? So here you must click on yes, I finished rowing, and you must wait for 5 seconds so that egg data registers all your data. A lot of time I don't do that correctly. I go too fast, and my data is just trapped in egg data. So, and then I'm obliged to recover that with the Concept 2 utility tool, which is not cool because my heartbeat information will be scrapped. I will not be able to recover that. So make sure you push the yes button in the notification. Wait 5 seconds so that everything is recorded. Then I upload my performance from egg data to the Concept 2 logbook. I clean the helmet. I plug the helmet to the charger, and I go to the shower. Don't hesitate to give me your feedbacks. It was a very long video, but I hope it will help you to row better, to have more ideas, and to enjoy more Holodia. Bye guys!